Life seems to be one big popularity contest. Nissan's Altima is a major seller in the automotive world. In 2012, it was number 2 in the car sales race, right behind Toyota Camry. Yes, it outsold Accord. That's good, but no one aspires to be number 2. So the new 2013 model, built in Tennessee, gets a thorough redo. Manufacturers are desperate to get their cars into your garage, and there are so many good choices these days. Camry, Accord, Fusion, Passat, Mazda 6, Malibu, Optima, Sonata. Tough to choose. For some, style is the big decider. Altima isn't dressed up as boldly as some. The flowing lines give it a softer, more conservative vibe this time around. The taillights lose their rocket booster design. There are many swoops, flares, and serifs in the details. A lot of chrome, too. The big grille is pretty tough to miss. It's now 5% more aerodynamic. Altima has a bit of Infinity's design language in it now and looks a lot like Maxima, which ought to start looking over its shoulder at little brother. Most Altimas will be sold with the 182 horsepower 4-cylinder. The car Nissan has dropped off is the 3.5-liter V6 rated at 270. It's not the most powerful in class, but Altima has lost 80 pounds, so that helps. Since it's a Nissan, the transmission is a revised, continuously variable unit. Simulated gear shifts can be done here on the V6 cars. 0 to 60? That's pretty quick in a little over 6 seconds, but these days fuel economy seems to be more important, and the EPA rates the V6 at 22 city, 31 highway. That's pretty good, and as you might imagine, the 4-cylinder is more efficient by an average of 6 miles per gallon. I'm on record saying that I do not like continuously variable transmissions. Their rubber bandy sort of dynamic leaves me kind of cold. But I can't admit when I'm wrong. Nissan has done a very nice job of tuning theirs to feel like a regular 6-speed gearbox, right down to the paddle shifters. A very comfortable ride quality might lull you into believing Altima has become a softie. Not really. It could be argued that handling is best in class. It slings around corners with an independent multi-link rear suspension. Body movements are nicely dampened and controlled. The tires are grippy. Even with electric power steering, there's some road feel left. Drivers may never know that Altima has an active understeer control system. That means during hard cornering, it imperceptibly applies the front inside brakes so the car follows a more true path to the angle of the steering wheel. My tester has the optional heated steering wheel. It is awesome. Part of me feels like it's better than heated seats. Well, not this part of me. This part of me. The cabin is about as quiet as Camry or Accord when cruising. That's better than Optima or Sonata, but louder than Malibu. Brakes have a firm pedal feel and very good stopping power. Throttle response is on the high-strung side. Another gripe is that the CVT transmission quickly reaches for a higher virtual gear ratio to get better fuel economy. It often feels too tall in city driving, like the engine is bogged down. An $1,100 tech package adds navigation, lane departure, and blind spot warning, plus a rear-moving object detection system. It's not on this car, might be a wise buy though. The outgoing interior was becoming dated. Nissan's taken care of that by installing high-quality soft materials, contrasting trim, piano black panels, and some decent plastic wood. Your fingers ought to like the feel of these as they slide into place. Climate control is dual zone. Nissan makes a big deal out of the zero-gravity seats, that's in air quotes if you can't tell. Using research done by NASA, they're supposed to be less fatiguing on long trips. They are quite comfortable and heated, but not cooled. The display between the gauges is very crisp and configurable. A system called Nissan Connect can read incoming text messages and send pre-programmed responses. The well-padded center console gets 2 layers of storage, and it's pretty deep too. There are the usual places to stash small things. One is especially handy for phones. Bluetooth and iPod integration is standard, by the way. Seems like the 5-inch screen would be touch sensitive. it's not. Pandora music streaming is available. The Bose sound system is good, not great. If you must have a panoramic glass roof, shop elsewhere.
I will get out of the way so you can see the back seat, but just wanted to show you that knee, leg, and foot room, very generous.
Some, like Passat, have more room, but there should be few complaints. A fairly flat floor means that the center passenger won't ride spread eagle. There's a vent, storage in the door, and the nicely contoured bench offers your elbows and drinks a place to rest. In short, there's room for 3 average-sized adults here, but no option for seat heaters, no power port either.
All right. I think you know the drill by now.
Get your guesses ready while I show you a way to keep that gallon of milk from sliding around while having fun in the twisties. Altima gets a Space Saver spare tire. Some companies are eliminating those, as you might know. Like many other cars, these hinge arms can scrunch cargo, so be careful. The average trunk holds 7 packs of the 2-ply, and Altima comes in at 7 packs as well. If you're wondering if the seats split and fold, well, there's your answer. Hard to know if Altima will win the popularity contest, but the price is competitive. This V6 SL stickers for $31,350 with shipping. It ranges from $22,550 for a base 4-cylinder model to around $33,000 for a fully loaded V6 with rear spoiler. Just gotta have that right. I would put Altima near the top of the bunch along with Accord, Fusion, and Passat. Roomy, comfortable, sporty, and fuel efficient, the 2013 Altima is a very competitive sedan in a very competitive segment. Put it on the very long test drive list. A few small details before I sign off. Not all cars get the tap for 3 blink signaling, but it sure is nice. Thanks, Nissan. Also, a feature we in Seattle can appreciate. If the windshield wipers make more than 4 passes, the headlamps automatically switch on. Xenon in this case. Apparently, many states are ticketing if your lights aren't on in the rain.
That's my opinion of the 2013 Nissan Altima. My final words to you. I'm going to sound a bit like a broken record here. Test drive at least 3 different vehicles. Everybody's making great product these days. The Japanese, the Americans, the Europeans, the Koreans, really. Competition has never been more intense. So you are only cheating yourself if you're not looking around, okay? All right, that's what you come here for, right? A little bit of advice, not just validation. All right, that's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk.